Okay, this comes straight back to when you've got arg z minus z1 on z minus z2, that always equals theta. So arg z minus z1 minus arg z minus z2 equals theta. Because when you divide by the complex numbers, you subtract the argument. So if this was like z1 and this was z2, z1 and this was z2, then the angle between them is always equal to 90. So say that was alpha and that was beta. That angle there would be theta. Because if you look at the exterior angle of a triangle, alpha equals beta plus theta. So alpha minus beta equals theta. So you've got to look at that as the form. Like when that angle is moving, it'll always lie on a circular arc. Now, if that theta there was actually equal to 90, as opposed to just any angle, if that was actually equal to 90, then it's going to lie on a semicircle. So it's going to be half a circle, because that angle is always going to be 90. So this one is like your alpha, that's your beta, and if arg z minus z1 on z minus z2 equals 90, then that there will always just be a half circle, because the difference between these two angles is equal to 90, and the angle on a semicircle is always 90. So that's alpha minus beta is always equal to pi on 2. Now, if we shift that about and now we go z minus 2 on z minus or plus 2i, and you stick an argument in front of it, and the angle of this particular complex number is always 90 or pi on 2, then what you're looking at here is arg z minus 2 minus arg z minus 2i is equal to pi on 2. You have to take out the negative and subtract it. So you've got 2, which is here, and you have 2i, which is here. If you put two open circles there, that is going to be, this is the positive half here, that is going to look like that there. So it's actually going to look like a semicircle. Now, if it's a semicircle, okay, that's 2 and 2. This would be root 8, which is 2 root 2. So the radius is actually root 2. So whatever that radius is, I would say that for it to actually be drawn nicely, it probably should come in more like that, because that radius, if you look at it, might look at it a little bit more to scale. And that's 2 minus 2 minus 2i. So that there, so that's 2 squared plus 2 squared, which is 8. So it's root 8, which is 2 root 2. That's the diameter. So that means the radius must be root 2, which is 2 root 2. So if that's root 2, like I know root 4 is 2, root 3 will be less than that. Root 2 would have to be smaller than 2. So, you know, it would be more like, I think it's 1 point something. So if that's a 1, it's probably more going to be like there. Okay, so when you're drawing this, it's like a semicircle arc like that, and that's what the diagram will look like.